So the good news is, he had a client showing him properties, they made 3 offers, and none of those offers had been accepted. The client was getting frustrated. Had a chance to talk to the client, they were talking about renovation loans. So from Thursday to Monday, I had a chance to talk to the client, educate him on loan options, the market, the environment they're in, the atmosphere, frenzy, no frenzy. So from Thursday to Monday, that gentleman's now under contract to buy a home, and he's excited. Thank you.
Golf clap.
But the impactful thing for me, the thing that struck home is when Mark volunteered to me his words, and I talked to Mark about me using this as an example in this meeting. Mark apologized to me, for some reason, for not pushing his client hard enough to talk to me sooner. He said his client, after talking to me, apologized to Mark for not taking Mark's advice for talking to me sooner. Can you believe that? That's, can you believe it? Okay. So, now today I was thinking about starting this, should I be apologizing to Mark for not pushing him to push me?
Therapy.
Don't be a codependent enabler.
But really, did Mark not have the tools, the word tracks as we call them, you know, in sales, we're in sales, I hate to say that though, I'm in service. Really, you're all in service, but in the end, we're lumped into sales, like, all day long we sell whatever we're selling. Spouse, children, parents, whatever, ideas, concepts, coworkers,
You
etc.
meant actually selling or spouse.
We're, no.
Well,
So-
maybe I am.
I've been here in a while.
There's no market today.
So,
There is a market for men.
For mine, I said.
so I don't want us to miss the opportunity now, like Mark had missed that opportunity. Fortunately, that client wasn't so frustrated that he gave up. He was motivated to get something done. Now, he may have missed one of those first 3 properties that he wanted to buy in the first place, but he's got now a property that he's excited about. He's gonna be doing a renovation loan. It's a whole different discussion, we're not really gonna get into that, but we created something, just through a little bit more education. So, my second story, and I shared this with Cologne, the newest agent licensed, well, close to,
Close.
only 2 or 3 weeks, with a license under his belt. We sat down a week and a half ago, maybe 2, and since then, he's had, he followed my advice, and he's got 4 new buyers. Some could be immediate buyers now, some aren't ready to buy, or not able to. Credit issues is one, but if he hadn't taken some of my instruction and advice, it's a good chance he may not have moved those people to the next milestone. I'm sure each and every one of you know somebody or have had the conversation with somebody that might be interested in buying a home. That's pretty much how Cologne's conversation started with the people he knew. They wanted to buy a home at some point. So that's why I titled this, converting I'd like to into I will. We'd all like to do something at some point. Agreed? Are there things that you'd all like to do at some point? So until you say that I will do it, it's unlikely that you're going to get it done. So it starts with that, and so our job as salespeople is to get people to inform themselves and start thinking about how to accomplish what they'd like to do. So now, this training that I plan on doing, it's not scripted, so I might bounce around a little bit, so I'm gonna ask that you bear with me. But, show of hands, who's talked to anybody recently that said that they were interested in buying a home? Show of hands. And and how many of those people have you, who knows somebody like that, but they haven't taken a step to get pre-approved yet or see that home? Have you had, okay. So you know some people that might be interested in buying a home, but yet they haven't taken steps to get pre-approved, and you've not shown them a home yet. What I wanna do is turn that person into somebody that you're showing homes to sometime soon, where you will be showing them homes, not that you'd like to show them homes. So I'm gonna say the same thing to you. You'd like to show them homes, right? But will you show them homes? You don't know yet. So, it's up to you, and as I described to Cologne, you know, I think that a lot of what I'm going to share with you is stuff that you probably inherently know, you know, but, people in this real estate and mortgage environment, consumers, they just don't know enough, they're not informed enough, and there's a lot of skepticism, about what they can and can't do. There's reservations. I'll use the term preconceived notion. If you're writing anything down, I'd like you to write the term preconceived notion down. Anywhere, put it on the back if you want. Just write this term down, keep this in mind. I go back to this quite regularly. I'd say most objections that consumers have are due to some type of preconceived notion about how things work. So, somebody with bad credit thinks they need to have a better credit score to be able to get into the buying market. Somebody with a limited amount of money to work with thinks they need more money. The most common thing we've heard for years is, I'm gonna ask the floor, how much money do you need to put down in order to get a conventional loan? Before you answer, just raise your hand